Hello fellow humans and welcome to the Madhouse. I'm Josh and today I thought I'd try something a little bit different. As I'm sure, observant as you are, you will have noticed from the title and from that whiteboard there, it's called Coffee and a Chat. It was actually going to be called Coffee, Crumpets and a Chat, but I forgot to buy crumpets, so instead of crumpets, I made nachos. If you wait until the end, I'll give you some information about a giveaway, which I think you'll enjoy. Who doesn't love free stuff? I have a few announcements to make. Over the next few weeks I have exams and essays coming up, so just to save me a bit of time, I'm not going to be filming the Top 5 Wednesday videos, purely for the sake of my sanity. I will, however, still be taking part. You can check out my answers to them on my blog. Or at least you will. I haven't put them up there yet, obviously, because it's not Wednesday. There's also going to be an introduction of a few more segments. I may do more coffee and a chat, and I may even remember to bring the crumpets at one point. Just because I want to do something a bit down to earth. I'll probably incorporate all of my rants into these, purely because I feel I've not been doing enough of them. There's something I enjoy doing and good at. Lately most of the pages have been political in nature because there's been an election coming up, but I'm free to talk about whatever the hell I want now. On a similar subject, shall we congratulate tough bastard David Cameron and the Conservative Party for winning a landslide victory in this election. I don't know how he did it. He managed to get 331 out of a possible 650 seats. And it's incredible. Practically everybody was expecting a coalition government. Either a right-wing coalition with the Tories in the UKIP or the Tories and the DUP, or Labour finally acquiescing to the SNP, or with the Liberal Democrats. Still, at least there's one good thing that's come out of it. Nigel Bloody Farage has resigned. One moment. Chip. Something else that I'm going to be doing, there will be more Hans reads when I go back home. Now, I had planned to do some while I was here, but I forgot to pack my moustache. And I can't really do it with a moustache of my own because it grows white. It makes me look about 30 years older than I really am, so I have to shave quite frequently. There's also a little project I've been working on for Tinternet, as it is as well. It's called Letterbomb. Now, that does not mean that I am planning to assassinate various high-profile people. Cameron might be on that list if I were. No, it is an LGBTQIA plus oriented book and film group. And the plan is to do other things too. I've got a few other people interested in taking part. Excuse me. And the idea is that every week or every fortnight, again details haven't been set up with those other people, we'll each film a video, say on the L part of LGBT. We'll talk about, just in general, one person will do their favourite lesbian themed books, someone else will do lesbian themed films. There'll be lesbian romance section, lesbian coming out stories, and then books and films with lesbian protagonists and characters in them where it's not the centre of the story. We'll do that for each of the letters, even some of the lesser known ones like asexual and queer. No one knows what queer means except people who identify that way, and that's why it's important to get as large amount of people involved as possible. That's where you come in. I'm inviting you, all of you, if you want to take part in this. I'll pop the link to the Goodreads group down below, where you will find more information about how to go about this and what the plans are, and we'll do it. It's something that I would have loved to see when I was younger. When I was 13, I was still struggling with my faith, whether or not I believed in a God, and coming to terms with the fact that I was gay. I had no idea that this was a normal thing. I thought that maybe I was the only one in the world like this, certainly the only one that I knew. If someone had been there at the time just to point out to me, A Single Man by Christopher Isherwood, Maurice by E.M. Forster, Fried Green Tomatoes at the Whistle Stop Cafe by Fanny Frank, which is a great book by the way, and The Colour Purple by Alice Walker, pointing out that there are people who love the same gender, and that it's not an abomination, and that it can happen, and it does happen. it would have saved me years of soul searching and anguish. And that's what I want to provide for other people, and I think that's what everyone who said they want to get involved would do. I don't expect anything to take off from it at all, no. But if it can help just one person figure out what the hell they're doing, it will have been a success. One moment, camera. Right. So I am back with another brew. I've been mentioning from the start that I've been planning a political satire thing which would involve me doing drag, which I'm still planning on doing. The makeup's a little expensive, so one reason why I haven't done it yet. But I'm also waiting until January because it's a segment about an American politician, and that's when the primaries and caucuses start in the States. But essentially, the character I'm going for is a combination of Michelle Bachmann, George Bush Jr. and Sr. And also, what was her name? Crazy lady who lives in Alaska. Ooh, Sarah Palin, that was it. It should be a lot of fun. The name is Nigella Deanstroke. And I'm working on my Alabaman voice for it. But I'm not very good at it yet. So I'm not going to give you any hints at that, but that'll be in January. I'll have months to work on it. See, this is what happens when you make your own salsa, it's lovely. I think I'll probably start making a weekly book recommendation in each video, just so that even if I'm not doing something bookish, you won't go without an instalment from the Madhouse library in some form or other. I'm drinking this far too fast, I'll need another one in a minute. It'll be the third. Now, the last thing I wanted to mention was, of course, the giveaway. It's nothing expensive. I'm not giving away a car or something, as you often see in these competitions on the television. I mean, I don't even have a car now, nor do I really want one. But if I did have one, I'd probably give it to my mum. Now, you may not know this, nor may you really care, but I recently hit 50 subscribers. In fact, I believe the exact number is... one moment, coffee jogs the memory. 54. That's 54 of you who are willing to put up with me ranting on about everything and anything under the sun. To be completely honest, I don't know why. It doesn't make sense to me, but I like it because the reason I do this is to make people happy and to also rant a little bit. Because most of my friends in real life have said that they can't take much more of it. Quiet. You know what I mean? I'm just snappy at the moment. I've been snappy for weeks. But regardless of that, you're watching, so thank you. And the whole point of this is, due to some errors in orders and things like that, I have duplicates of some books. I have 2 copies of the Wordsworth Classics edition of Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. Now, just a quick reminder, Frankenstein is the creator, not the monster. And it is truly the first work of science fiction in the English language. It's brilliant. You should really read it, which is the point of this. And there was also a book that I don't have here because it went to my house instead of to here at university. All I Know Now by Carrie Hope Fletcher. It's yellow and purple and very pretty. From what I've heard and the excerpts that I've read online while I've been waiting until I can go home, I'm probably going to go next week, and then read this. It is excellent. It's not just advice for people in their teens who are trying to grow up, but it's got some interesting truths about everybody's life and things that I do one way that Carrie does another or recommends doing another, and it's a much better way of looking at it. It's a book for everybody. And if you win this competition, you can have them. Of course, if those 2 books don't float your boat, there's an alternative. You can have a book worth £15 from the book the book depository. How you go about winning this is simply all you have to do is be subscribed to my YouTube channel, and if you want extra entries, you can also follow me on Twitter, you can like my Facebook page, and you can take a look at my blog. Of course, that's not mandatory. All you have to be is a subscriber, and I will put all of the names into the proverbial hat on the 8th of June 2015, put out a name, and whoever's name it is will win the books. I will contact them saying, would you like the Frankenstein and All I Know Now or the book depository? And once you've let me know your preference, and if it's on the book depository, tell me what book you want. All I'll need is your address and I'll send it to you. But don't worry, I'm not going to be one of those creepy people who holds on to it unless you decide you want to be pen pals. If you do want to be pen pals, that's great. I've never had a pen pal before. It might be exciting. I will get rid of it once I'm done with it. So, no creepiness at all. Well, maybe I can be a little bit creepy. I like it. I'm good at it. Am I not? That's your break. Okay, so thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please contact me if you're interested in taking part in the Letterbomb. My god, that does sound rather violent, but stop it, I'll keep it. And please like and subscribe and share this, and as always, leave your comments below anyway. If you think I should do more videos like that, please let me know. And as always, have a nice day. Cheers!